What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Monster Monday. Got your boy here, Brian B. We're gonna hang out, talk some fish. I see we got some people already in here. We got William. Yeah, you were in here first. Gray, sorry, buddy, you were second. 351. Got Laughing Cats, Creole. I appreciate everybody coming in here. Big Bill, Catfish and Crappie. What's up, David? I see you in there too, bud. We'll give it just a few more minutes before we actually get started. Let everybody have a chance to get in here. I see you're in here too, Joe. Hopefully everybody's having a good Monday.
Oh yeah. Beautiful day out here.
I wish. I'm glad we're painting inside right now because it's ugly. It rained all day.
Oh, I just got the notification you live.
Yep. I told you it's delayed for some reason. I don't know what's up with that. Give it a second. I'm gonna go ahead and share it out real quick. And we got 10 folks in here right now. Annette, I see you're in here. Daniel. Hey, what's up, Daniel?
What's up, everybody?
Just realized you were in here, Daniel. You finally caught one, huh? What's up, Uncle Lou?
Uncle Lou in the house.
Sweet. So, I got 17 folks in here now. Well, everybody pouring in. I guess they're just now seeing that notification.
Yeah. The little delay.
So I see you're in here also, Chris. I appreciate y'all being a part of tonight. It's going to be, I feel like a good one. We got a good fish to talk about. You got to love them big fish. You just got to love them, you know.
Oh yeah. Ain't nothing like them.
Right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get this thing started. Let everybody pour in, I guess, as we go. So anyway, y'all see I got Brian B here. He actually was supposed to be the first Monster Monday ever, but we had some big storms going on at the time. It kind of shut that down. So this is kind of my way of bringing it back, returning the favor. You know I was going to get you in here at least once. It was going to happen.
Yeah.
That was too good of a video. I could, as soon as I seen it, I'm like, yeah, that's Monster Monday material right there.
It was a good one. It was actually my Christmas gift to myself. That was I caught that fish on Christmas Eve.
Oh man.
We just went out there for a little bit. And I said, man, that's a good Christmas gift to me.
Shoot, yeah. I mean, that's killer right there. You can't beat that. Well, I guess if you want to, you could go ahead and kind of take us through what was going on that day and the catch and whatever else you feel like talking about.
Well, that day was all over the place when we started because we didn't know we was gonna hook up with Has to go fishing. We didn't know what we was gonna do. We knew we was going fishing. Period. So we went out and we were just sitting on the boat and talking to Has in his chat. He was live and going back and forth. I think we caught maybe 11 fish that day, and it just was slow bites. We said, you know what, we're gonna try over here. Let's see what this scanner show us. And I went up on the ledge and went down the ledge, didn't mark nothing, came back up, and we started marking some fish, but they looked like little ones. And I said, nah, we're not gonna stop here. I said, we're gonna move on up. So I just putted on across down the ledge to the bottom, and we did not mark that fish. But something just kept saying, something in the back of my head was saying, stop. Just stop right here, you good. So I threw it in neutral. I told E, throw the anchor out. Just throw it out. We're gonna go right here. And shoot, 15 minutes, I'm sitting there talking trash to Has in his chat. And as you can see him in the video, I was standing right in front of the camera because I had to close that live and hit record on my phone because I knew it was a good one because it was pulling drag and my line was tight all the way. My reel was tight. And it pulled drag and that Uncle Lou rod was bending over. I said, uh-oh. So I jumped up there and pulled it up, and I knew right then and there when I felt the weight of it, when I pulled the rod up, I said, oh, yeah, it's a good one. I didn't know it was going to be a 72, and it didn't. That fish really didn't give. It gave a little bit of fight that was coming up. But after that, it didn't fight. It like pretty much just played dead until it got to the top and it slapped its tail and went back down. I let it do its thing. And we got her to the boat. And I was like, Lord, please let us be able to get it in this net because we got that little net. I mean, that fish, literally, we got it in the net. I had to take the grips. If you see in that picture, the grips on the top of that fish's mouth. That was the only way I could get the grips on there to secure the fish so we wouldn't lose it.
Jeez.
And that joker, he had quarter of them was in the net. The rest of them was out. So I had to pull them up like that. And he was pulling the net at the same time. My whole thought process then was, do not let this fish go. Right. It broke the line as soon as we got in the boat.
Oh, it broke the line? I didn't realize that.
It broke the line. I looked on the floor. I'm like, what in the world? Look, and it broke the line. It was barely hooked. It was hooked on the outside of the lip. All it had was the bait in his mouth, and the hook was like on the outside.
Oh, man.
Turned in. And I was like, oh, my goodness, we was lucky because that, dude, if it was a fighter, it probably would have came off. Or the line. And it was 80-pound test.
Wow.
But we got it in there. God, and if I'm not mistaken, it didn't break at the knot. It just popped. And I want to say that was kind of new line because I tied that spook and that hook, I think, the night before.
Wow.
So I was 80 pounds, that fish was meant for me.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now with that video, you say it didn't fight, but that rod says otherwise, man. That rod
it did a little bit. I've caught 45-pounders and stuff like that give you way bigger fight.
That pole looked like it was put to the max.
Oh yeah, it was doing its thing. It definitely got to put to work that day.
Yeah, I seen y'all struggle a little bit with the net. I was watching the video, and my wife was with me. I said, "Check this out," because I was telling her about sending you some fishing line when I did that test live and everything. And so I told her, I'm like, "Look at this." I'm like, "Oh my God, he's about to lose that fish." Look at y'all couldn't get that thing in the net. Y'all were trying to grab it. Wow. I didn't realize the leader broke. I can't believe 80-pound test broke like that.
Yep. As soon as we got it in the boat. And I don't fish no rocky areas. Majority of the Potomac is just muddy. So I don't know what it was. Maybe it was something on my behalf. Maybe it was an old line, but I'm almost for sure. I stay tying lines sitting in the garage not doing nothing. But I don't know.
It was meant to be.
Yep. I'm glad it broke in the boat and not outside the boat.
I'm actually surprised that you because I remember you had to use the grips to weigh it. I can't believe the grips actually held, to be honest with you.
Yeah, they held. Those shoot, I want to say bought them at Walmart. Team Catfish. I'll buy some on Amazon. They look good, and then you get them in the mail and you squeeze them, and they just. I said, I'm not gonna get nothing on that. It's gonna break.
They're a lot smaller than what they look and everything.
Yeah, you gotta see them to believe them.
Did you get a new net since then? You get a bigger net?
Not yet. And that's what I keep saying, man. I'm a hook on the one. But we had a situation. I think it was like a 45 pound. We went bait fishing, and I left the net in the trunk of my car. Not thinking, because it's always on the boat. We get out there, and we looking for the net, and the net is not on the boat. I'm holding the rod, and my buddy E literally had to go down and bear hug the fish off the side of the boat and roll over in the boat with it. And I said, holy moly. We never left it nowhere again, though. We made sure it stayed on the boat.
I bet. Shoot, you got to do whatever you got to do to get them big fish.
Oh, yeah.
I went.
I'd have put a glove on, put my hand in his mouth to be able to hold that fish and get it up in there. I wasn't going to let it go.
Oh, heck no.
I seen that gristle, though. I was like, nah, I don't want to put my hand in. He's going to tear my hand all the way up.
So this that spot where you caught him at, is this a spot that y'all fished before? Have y'all usually catch a big fish, or is this like a new spot y'all tried? Or
Yeah, in that area,
yeah.
I've caught a couple good fish.
Okay.
Several good fish have been caught over there. I watched the dude one Saturday morning. We were out there, and maybe about 150 yards from where we were, he pulled in a 86. All you could do was hear him screaming and hollering. He was on that little John boat, and that John boat was moving and moving. His rod was bent down in the water. I don't know what kind of rods he had, but he got it on the boat, and he just screamed and hollered. And he said, all right, see y'all later. Ain't no point in me staying out here no more.
Yeah, right.
I said, that. After you get an 86, what are you looking for then?
Shoot, maybe
you're
two
of them. You're going to get dinked to death, and then you're going to be mad.
Oh, now, yeah, right.
After we caught that fish, it pulled us off an anchor, and we just sat there on the boat and let the water just take us where we was going. It didn't even matter at that point. We were sitting there like, we were in shock. Like, I can't believe it. I didn't know who to call. I didn't want to keep grabbing my phone because my nerves were still bad. I was fidgety and stuff. I said, you know what? I'm going to just sit here for a little while, get myself together.
Shoot. When you first seen him, did you think he was that big? Did you think, okay, he looks huge in that picture, man. Yeah, he looks big.
When I first seen it, I did not have an idea. E was like, oh my God, that's 75 pounds at least. And I was like, I don't know. But when we got him on the boat, I was like, whoa. He was almost from the length of it is probably almost from one side of the boat to the other side of the boat.
Wow.
So it was a long fish, that's for sure. And I didn't have a clue. And I wasn't even thinking about I wanted to get it on the scale and see what it weighed because I wanted to know.
Yeah, you have to weigh a fish like that. You got to. That's one of the things that I struggle with is I don't have a good scale. And it's always when I don't have something to measure or to weigh the fish that I catch one that I'm like, God, man, how many times you gonna do this?
Yeah, I take one scale and leave on the boat. I don't take it off. Then I got another scale that 9 times out of 10, if I see it, I'll grab it just in case something happens. And I got extra batteries because we was in a tournament and it just wouldn't lock in. And I think Freddie said change the batteries and that'll help. And I changed the batteries and boom, it locked in. So I keep batteries and everything on there now.
Heck yeah.
I need to get that weight.
Oh, let's take a look and see who all's in here right now. If I could get one of my moderators, I'm not sure if y'all have done it. You probably have, but if y'all could post a link up to his channel. I'm not sure. I see a lot of faces that we know already, but maybe we can get a few new people to join your little channel and see. He's always catching some good fish, y'all. Like they kill them on that Potomac River. Like it's insane the amount of fish I see y'all pull out of there. You got Get Hooked on D and Fishing with Squirrel. What's going on, Bob?
BFF.
See LG Bass. Let's see. Baby Whiskers. I like that name. That's a good one. Dale, Uncle Lou. I seen you pop in, bud.
Uncle Lou.
Daryl. Daryl's another good one, y'all. We got that little event going in May, I think it is. Y'all can take a look at Trophy Seeker Outdoors page on Facebook. If y'all want to come meet some people down in Tennessee. I'd like to get something together one day where we get the the two areas to do a little mingling, not just CatCon, but
Hmm.
try to get everybody together if we can. That's going to be a huge undertaking, though.
Oh yeah, it's always good to meet everybody. Put a face to a name.
Shoot, heck yeah. So, so you talk.
Hopefully, I get to meet Daryl one day. I'll be able to meet him.
Well, he's going to be at. I believe he's going to be at CatCon.
Yeah, I gotta make sure I bring my glasses, my hater blockers for Daryl.
Shoot, yeah, dude. So you talked about your fish and how you felt about it and everything, the stuff going on that day. You want to talk about the equipment, hooks, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, everything I use all the way down except for the line is all Uncle Lou's. Uncle Lou's, Uncle Lou's, Uncle Lou hook, spook, rod. I had think I caught that on a Ming Yang 6,000.
Oh, okay.
Ming Yang 6,000. And you know the line because you sent it to me. That slime line, 30 pound. And Cash King, 80 pound.
Yeah, that that makes it a little bit special for me. It's your fish. You would have caught him anyway, but knowing I sent you that line, it's just kind of like
Oh
that
yeah.
little extra special right
Like
there.
you said, you told me, man, catch a monster on it. And that's what I did.
It's funny how I do that. Like I caught a big fish one time, and I told my buddy the day before. I said, I just got a feeling, man. We're going to have a monster tomorrow morning. Oh, don't say that. Next morning, is one of the biggest catfish you've ever seen. Several stories, and then yours. Go ahead, catch a monster on it. Then you're like,
Yeah.
hey, Pat, I caught a 72 on that line.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you when I'm going fishing every time, so you can tell me catch a monster.
Right? Get that Pat luck.
It's that fish there was the 72, and that 70 pound I caught in March of last year. That 70 pound, that joker was feisty though. This one was a little lazy. I
Was
think it
it
took three of us to get that fish in
really?
because he was running everywhere, and we didn't want it to go under the boat. It was going behind the boat. We didn't want to get caught up on the motor. Then it shot back across the back, trying to get under the boat. We was handing the rod back and forth because it was just running. And it was on my father's rod, and we did not want. He's one of them low maintenance guys. He just put his stuff on, and to this day, that same line and stuff is on his rods.
Oh, it is what it is.
All I'm thinking is, dude, we gonna lose this fish because you don't want to change your hooks. You don't want to change your line.
Oh
But
my God.
we got that one in there, and I'm like, whew. Because that big ugly face we seen that lifted up out the water, it scared me for a moment.
So that was the water was warmer, right? When you caught him?
Yeah, it was warmer. It was in March. I caught this one in the 72 in December.
Well, that's why he was lazy. He was tired, man. Wanted to take a nap and hibernate.
Probably. But it's some good fish on the Potomac. There, I've seen some people catch some. I've caught my share of them, and some good fish. You just gotta know where you're going, know where to go. Don't keep going to the same spots over and over again without trying other spots too. You can go back to your little faithful little holes, but you got to check out other spots because them fish don't stay there. They swim.
Oh yeah. Well, they're gonna leave the area once you catch them. Also, you know what
Oh
I mean?
yeah, they're gonna get out of there.
Yeah, they're gonna move a little bit too. So you can fish an area out, I believe.
Yeah, if they hold it up, you'll at least fish them out for that day. Because once you catch a couple of them jokers start moving around. They see their little buddy get yanked up. He don't come back.
Right?
They
Can
be
you
like, hold
see?
up, something fishy's going on around.
Want to be outdoors says ain't no fish on the Potomac.
Nah, they in the Potomac. What's up, Matt?
That's pretty awesome, dude. That's crazy, man.
It's been fun. It's
Uh,
definitely fun.
something about a fish like that. I mean, I've heard multiple people say a big fish of that caliber don't fight, and I've heard some people say they do fight. But regardless, the second you see that line first leaving that reel, or you see that fish pop up, man, that heart starts
Oh yeah,
every time, dude.
the adrenaline is crazy. Like you're on a high. I was on a high for like the next 2 hours. And I was like, oh my goodness, I can't. And I wasn't trying to tell, but I told a couple people, but I wasn't trying to tell everybody because I was doing the video, so I didn't want to send a picture to each and everybody that I knew I could send it to. And I was like, they gonna have to wait. It got around a little fast, but once I got the video, everybody could see it. And I think Hash showed it on his live. He held the phone up and showed them.
Right.
But to see the fight, that was a different story.
Shoot, I knew about it before you got off the water. I think. I think I had a live going, and somebody was like, "Man, Brian just caught a monster. He got a monster."
And the crazy thing is, I was going to go live that day, and I said, you know what? I ain't going live. I'm gonna sit out here, and I was going to record a video, but it was so slow. I was like, I'm not wasting my time dinking there. It was like, I think we caught 11. Yeah, it was 11 fish before that fish, and we was out there for 4 hours. And I was like, man, I'm glad I didn't set my stuff up, drain my battery all up, trying to do a video with this. But then, boom, it was on. The water was like glass. Current was under, but that water was like glass that day. And it was crazy. We fished that spot with Epic and P City when Epic came down here. That's where he threw P City's rod in the water.
Oh, okay. He kind of marked the spot for you already. He called him in. Oh, had a little bit of camera trouble.
Yep, there you go.
There it is.
Told you to happen.
It didn't happen when it started, though. It waited. As soon as you paused, I said, "Okay, I'll wait."
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I do that. It's that iPhone StreamYard or something. I don't know.
There's no telling, dude.
Nope.
So did y'all try to find some more fish after that one, or did y'all call it quits?
No, we were done.
Oh,
Wasn't nothing else out there for us at that point.
right.
Like I said, we sat there. Maybe, I had lines still out. So by the time we decided to reel up, the rods over here were crossed up over there. Because we were just sitting there like, whoo, I can't believe this. We were just coasting to the anchor, find a spot they want to get stuck at.
Wow.
We reeled up. Wasn't no point of sitting out there fishing no more after that fish. If that was the first fish, we might have went home after that.
Right.
Because it's like, okay, what you going to do after that? What's your luck of catching a 72 and then going to catch a 80 in the same day? So I know some people do it, but I ain't never been that lucky.
I'd roll the dice on that one, man. I'd have to try. See, my dad calls a fish like that a sucker fish because it'll sucker you into staying on the water longer than you should have.
Yeah, it will, but not that day. Then the temperature was dropping. That sun was going down. I was like, shoot, we might able to wrap it up and go on. We need to stop by the store and sit back and then celebrate this fish.
Heck yeah, dude. I mean, how often do you catch something like that of that caliber? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen 50s and 40s and stuff, but you very rarely hear 70s, 80s, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Then I think I remember on one of y'all's lives before talking that your river is still kind of in the process of growing these big fish.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Catfish has I can't say, but I knew all this stuff. But we're one of the newer rivers with catfish in it. Not new, but we have way smaller fish, younger fish in our river compared to, say, the Tennessee, the Mississippi, stuff like that.
Right.
We got big ones in here, but we still have plenty of younger fish, smaller fish. That's up and coming monsters.
They've made themselves right at home, dude.
I appreciate them for doing that.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, what'd you catch that fish on? What kind of, was you using eel?
Chicken.
Chicken?
The 72 and the 70 came off of chicken.
Oh boy, man, gonna be making folks mad, man.
They always say I tell them that and they're like, ain't no way. I'm like, yes, it was. Both fish was off of chicken. Look, I'm talking about a little piece. Probably about chicken's probably about that big.
Wow.
Like 1 inch by 1 inch.
Huh. God, man.
I don't know what it is, and I guess eventually we'll figure it out. Somebody will. What it is about that chicken, but they love. I don't go out without having chicken on the boat. I can have 4 baits, and one of them gonna be chicken.
One of his chicken.
And I can almost guarantee that chicken might get hit first. I don't know what it is, but
It's got to be the fat in the meat.
We had a slow day the last time we went out, and I didn't have no chicken out. He had it out. In the last year, what was my best fishing experience and why? It would have to be that 72. It would have to be that 72. But no, that big fish, yeah, it was epic. But like a fire bite, we was probably it was beginning of the summer. I called Stan, Snapchat, and Has, and told him, I said, look, I should have went live. I said, man, we got 33 fish on the boat, and we've been out here 2 hours.
Golly.
And I said, I'm tired of catching fish. I'm down to 1 rod. I didn't say that. You know what? I'm not putting these rods back in the water because he was tired of pulling them in. I was tired of pulling them in. As soon as we threw the rod out, 1 rod, we threw it out, boom, it almost like you hit the fish in the head. He took it within 30 seconds, and it was on ever since we threw that first rod out. For 2 hours straight. I was sitting on the back of the boat on the motor. Like,
were these quality fish? Or are they smaller?
I think the biggest fish that day was I want to say it was 32 pounds.
Shoot.
But it was a lot of smaller fish. Maybe 5 or 6 nice fish, 20 between the 20 and the 30s, but majority smaller fish. But it was just the point of, man, it was crazy. And that was just our first anchor.
God, man.
I was like, man, I don't want to go nowhere else. I'm tired of reeling in fish. That was one day I did come home from fishing and go straight to sleep. The day wore us out, and that sun was out. It was nice that day, and it was just crazy.
Wow. I see somebody at Real Beast play the video. I'm not going to be able to do that on here. I'm still trying to learn how all this stuff works. I got to sit down and figure it out. But you could go to Brian B's channel and actually watch the video. And it's a pretty epic video, man. Like there's some moments in there that make your heart stop.
Yeah, especially the netting part.
Yeah, once that net gets involved, man, it'll make you panic a little bit. I was panicking for y'all, definitely.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Shoot. So we got El Gato in here. What's going on,
What's
bud?
up, El Gato?
See, mostly the same. Chucky, you're in here. What's going on, bud? I see you in there. El Catfish Grande. Uh, now's actually a good time if y'all want to. J Dog, what's going on? We can open this up to some questions. If anybody's got actual questions for you, you can kind of talk about whatever you want to talk about. I know you're going to CatCon now, so that's going to be cool. I'm sure there's going to be some sticker swapping going on. I got, thanks to Bobcat, I've got like 50 or so of each of my logos to give out. So hopefully I can get one of yours while we're there.
Absolutely. I got them at the garage. I said tomorrow when I'm up there, I got to cut them up. But they on that one big sheet, so I want to cut them up. That way I can hand them out, or I don't know if we're going to hand them out. Might put, well, probably better to hand them out instead of sitting them on the table. Then somebody come by and get 10 of them.
Take them all.
Yeah.
Oh, see, Lee Evans in here.
What up, Lee? I
Yeah,
see my lady. My lady then popped in. Chris B. She had to do that because she tried to be like me. Brian B. And she Chris B.
I see. What's up, babe? My wife popped in here. She's sharing your channel out.
I appreciate it. I'm trying to get on that road to 1K now.
We both doing it, man. We're both trying. We right there.
Yeah, knocking on the door.
Too many more big fish like that, and you be right.
I prefer the big fish than the subscribers.
Oh God, man. I'm waiting for some good fish. I'm so glad the weather's finally starting to level out. Our fishing's about to kick off. I'm probably ain't gonna catch nothing like that. But
man, never say never. You in a good river.
Shoot. I'm doing a lot more this year in my local river too. Like I never thought we would have big fish, and then they pull out some big ones last year.
I see a question from J Dog. Nobody's scared of you, J Dog. I heard from a little birdie in the tree that if you get picked, you get to call me out if you want to.
Uh-oh.
So, just saying. We'll see who is scared of who.
Oh.
I told him yesterday, I said, if I'm able to pick and you still available, I'm calling you out for the 1v1.
Joe, don't nobody care about that. You take that mess out of here, bro. You trying to just get somebody to throw me in the water.
Oh, man.
It ain't going to be voluntary, I'm going to tell you that.
Oh, man.
Knowing him, he'll pay some folks to throw me in, though.
Yeah, that's one of the, I think that's one of the dares that I told Stan, because they're doing a little fishing thing, and every time the person catch a fish, they dare the other person to do something. And I said, dare one of them to jump off the back of the boat.
God.
I mean, it's all in fun. I just hope I ain't that person to get dead there, because I don't know if I want to jump in the Potomac.
God.
Need a pressure washer. Absolutely. You know it, Creole. 5 pounds.
What's up, Mike's Fishing Home? What's going on, buddy?
What's up, Mike?
Chicago with Bill. I see my pops is in here. What's up, man?
Jeremy. Creole. Whatever you want to be called. Hopefully we'll meet again, buddy. I'm coming for you.
Oh, no. Boy, you just throwing shots at everybody tonight.
I'm coming for them.
See, somebody, I told them, was that Mac Fishing? I told them to dare to eat a glizzy on live show.
Yeah. That's kind of something you don't do around in this area. You get caught eating a hot dog, you might get a couple pictures.
My wife already knows.
The best time to get on fish numbers, I would say anytime, honestly. But your quality fish is more so your fall time, winter time, right at that spring getting ready to come in when the fish starting to get active again.
Right.
That March, April. But once that water heats up, it's still good because all the way through the winter, it's always me. Honestly, it's always a good time to on a boat. Anyway, bank fishing can get dry fast.
I've seen.
I've fished bank. I started from the bank, but I had a spot that I would go to. It was good. We would go get 16 fish from the bank. My buddy would get 12 fish. My cousin would get 10 to 12 fish. We might be out there all day, but good spot. But, whew, I never fished it in the winter, but I went over there in the boat, and it's like, okay, why did we even waste an hour over here?
Right.
You just got to go. But I would say the best time is springtime.
Shoot. Because it's gonna happen. Me and my wife already told her she's a big history buff, so she wants to come up there for all the history stuff. And I told her, if I can't take a fishing pole, babe, I'm just saying I'm gonna have to buy a cheap one because I'm hitting that water once.
You gotta hit the Potomac if you. I don't care if you're driving past it. Pull over and sit out there for an hour. Take a break from driving.
It's gonna happen. I'm gonna see one of y'all out on the bank, chunky somebody. I'm just gonna walk up, start casting. Gonna be like, who is this dude? Like, don't mind me. I'm only passing through, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely a good river. If you know what you're doing, I haven't even been on the stretch of river where like Becks and them fishes and all that. I haven't been on that side of the river. I bank fishing I have, but with the boat, I haven't been down there yet. But I said that would be something that I'm gonna try this year. Is going that other side. There's other docks and marinas that I can launch from, and I'm right there.
Shoot, yeah. Oh, Bob's got a question for you.
The deepest hole I fished was 82 feet of water. The section where I love to fish at is pretty much right there in that area because it has a flat that comes up. It goes 53 here in the channel. So if and that'll be to my left where I usually go. 53 in the channel, it'll go up to like 28, and then all of a sudden it'll go straight up to where as though it's 11 to 12 feet. But behind it, that channel goes and it curves in, but it drops down to 82, 70 feet, 82 in the current. You can see the water at all times. That water is bubbling, but that current is ripping under there. And I've heard some stories. My father had been out there and they had to cut the anchor because the current was pulling that rope, and I don't think they had enough rope out.
Oh man, yeah, that ain't
so
safe.
If they throw that and they get caught in that current, then it ain't gonna do nothing but keep pulling, or they were snagged on something because that area down there is right there is like a rock from the fort because it's a park right there, and it's 2 wires that go across the river right there. So either they were caught on that river, that wire, or they were caught on that rock, and that current was just pulling. It ain't nothing but a bass boat, so it don't take much to make that joker start dipping down. And at that point, you got to cut it. Better safe than sorry.
Right. Shoot. And while you're on here, Bob, we're looking at your question. I appreciate it, broski. Got me a hoodie made.
Got the hoodie.
I'm gonna be wearing it up there so y'all know who to run from. Oh my God, there's Pat. We gotta go. I appreciate it, man. These are good hoodies, dude. Let's see, I seen another question. Here we go. Fishing for whiskers. They got one for you. What's the difference? Difference is you've having a YouTube channel made in the way that you fish. That's a good question.
What difference or differences has having a YouTube channel made? Honestly, none. YouTube helped me out learning a lot about fishing. I just don't do certain things because 9 times out of 10 I got a camera in front of me.
Right.
So
A lot of
you got to
editing.
watch what you're saying. Sometimes you got to watch what you're doing. That's the only thing is hot mic will get you in trouble quick, especially when you live and you think you mute.
Uh,
You might say something or it's just pretty much outside of that. Doing a video, you can take that stuff out, but when you live, you gotta watch what you're saying.
right.
Especially your language. You never know, a kid could be watching you, and you don't want nobody. You don't want nobody to not want to watch you because the kid in the car and they got you playing in the car or something like that. So you got to be mindful of that. So it's helped me with my my French.
Nice. I tell you one thing, it'll make you, because I'm used to just setting a hook on a fish and reeling it in when I started my channel. It'll make you mindful of that camera, making sure you got it running, you got batteries, you got
Oh
all that
yeah,
stuff going.
yeah. There's always something. When you got a boat, there's always something. I don't care what it is. You can have the best day on the water and start up, back out, go out in the water and do your thing. And one way or another, going back or when you go to park the boat, something gonna happen.
Every
A
time.
boat is a boat. It looks for trouble.
I can actually answer this one, Chris. It's a 30-pound test.
30-pound test. Yep.
30 stronger than what a
He
lot of
sent
people
it to me.
think. Yeah, I sent it. That's why I know. Oh man. But 30 pounds is a lot stronger than people give it credit for.
Oh yeah.
Used to, all I would use was 25.
Yeah. I for some reason I stayed with that 30. Between that 30, I think I've used 40 before. Didn't really care for it for some reason. I just went 30, and it's easier to find.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, Stan caught that, that other fish on 30-pound slime line too.
That armored catfish.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna say the name. I might get fined.
Don't worry, you'll get to hear plenty of it next Monday. I'm gonna have 0 viewers.
Yeah, that's what he caught it on that 30-pound slime line. When he
I
said that, I said, "Wow, that's crazy. I use the same thing, Stan." He said, "Great minds think alike."
I will say it is a little bit more tedious having to be working the fish and more mindful when you have something that size on 30-pound test.
Mm-hmm.
There is a big margin for error once you get into
Oh
a
yeah,
fish that size. Because
you
of my
just don't know.
saltwater. What's that?
You just don't know. You
Oh
never.
no.
That fish is, especially when you're dealing with that line. That line, if you caught a million good sized fish, but then when it comes to a big fish like that, you're not 100% sure if you never caught one on that line before, how it's gonna hold up. Is it gonna stretch a little bit, or is it just gonna pop? You gotta reel them in good and careful.
Yeah.
You don't want to horse them, especially a big fish anyway, because it's coming from the bottom 9 times out of 10.
Right. What's up, Skull Rush? I see you poking in here, buddy.
Skull Rush, what up?
I tell you, because of my saltwater background, I've actually started leaning towards heavier lines. The same stuff that I use bottom fishing out there. I use like 80-pound braid, and I'm using 40-pound to 50-pound mono, and I do that for my kayak.
Right.
Just the only thing is, though, is if you get hung, you ain't breaking it.
You're gonna break it.
It ain't breaking. You're not pulling that.
Break that line.
Shoot.
Yeah.
So, see what's going on over here in the chat. I see my pops is still in here. Anybody else got any more questions? We got a little bit more time. We can still talk before old Catfish Weekly gets up here.
Oh yeah, you got Catfish Weekly coming up, and then oh boy, did you get in the 1v1?
No,
Okay.
no. I'll be honest, I didn't even know anything was going on. I haven't been getting notifications on stuff. I'm missing out on all kinds of things.
I think it's 30 to 32 people on that list.
Good. What's the
So,
deal with that?
basically, what Mark is going, he's doing a 1v1, almost like a March Madness.
Oh,
So he's gonna spin the wheel with everybody's name on it, and whoever gets picked, I'm not for sure exactly how he's doing it. As far as is he gonna pick all the names first and then spin it again and let them call out somebody, or what? But you're basically calling out somebody to fish against
no.
1v1 that's on that list. Me and
Now,
Creole are automatically in because Creole cheated me and only beat me by 5 pounds.
he hurt. He's in here. You know that, right?
I know he
You
is
know
there.
that, right?
That's why I said it. Man, that was a heck of a 1v1. I tell you that, because it came down. I was moving. I'm giving 30 minutes. I don't get a bite. I'm gone. I'm moving and I'm moving, but I couldn't get a 5 pound fish at the end. Neither one of us. We couldn't get a bite. I think for the last, I know for the last 30, 45 minutes, neither one of us got a fish. And all I needed was 1 5 pound fish. And I could have won it.
Since J Dog's throwing stuff, I went ahead and bring him back up.
You can cut it of atonement. I don't know about that whole damn part, J Dog. BFF, so that don't mean we got whole hands now. It would be fun. Come on up. You can get on the boat. We're fishing against each other right there on the same boat.
Oh man. Now that right there would be a fun fishing side by side with somebody that you're fishing against. Dude,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the look in their eyes as they reel that fish in. Oh, that wouldn't be too good.
That would be. Then if it's a good fish, then I gotta net it for him.
Oh,
Like you net it yourself.
I mean, you ain't got to. Now go on and hand him that little net.
Huh?
I said, hand him the little net.
Oh yeah.
Here you go. No, this is the only net I brought.
I'm gonna give him the net that we got in the garage. I don't know why it's still there, but I never threw it away. It got zip ties on it. There's how many times it's been broke open.
Oh my God.
Let him use that one.
Yeah, right, Bob. He's saying, can you say sabotage?
Yeah, Creole, that was a long live stream. Who that last hour was torture.
Couldn't get 5 pounds.
I caught one fish and it was daggone we call it, I say mud cat, but a bullhead. Joker was about like that.
Oh no.
He might have been 5 pounds though, as big as his head was, but that didn't count.
For as big as their head is, man, their body, like they'll have a head like that and a little bitty body.
Yep.
It still wouldn't.
I don't know what's up with them fish. They I don't know. Some funny looking fish.
Y'all got flatheads in that river. You throw one of them out for bait. Them flatheads love bullheads.
Flatheads are further up the river, like way up from where I fish at.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not like over there where DMV fishes in them holes over there, further up that way. Over at what we call the mountain, those up there. That's where Mark and when Epic was down here, he went bank fishing with Mark, and they caught a good flathead out there that night. But it's you can't get to it on boat.
Oh, really?
Mm-mm.
I didn't know that.
Well, I don't even think. Yeah, I know you can't, because if you could, Has would have been over there in his kayak by now. So I know you can't get over there. He definitely would have been. It's nowhere to get your boat in, and it's a long walk, so he couldn't carry that kayak.
I got the same
he can
kayak.
carry it down, but he can't carry it back up there.
Yeah. I got the same one he's got, man. That thing is a brick.
Oh
It
yeah.
is heavy.
I helped him put it up on the what was that? The Monster Hunt on Kevin's channel. It ain't light. I thought it was light. When I went sat there and lifted, I was like, holy crap, yeah, this thing do got some weight to it.
It's like 150, 160 pounds without the motor in it.
I was underestimating it like crazy. I still won't get in one though.
Shoot. I'm ready to get in mine. It's about to be that time. I'm loving it. So we got roughly about 10 minutes. Is there anything that you want to talk about or anything on your mind coming up or
just stay tuned. I don't think we stay tuned. We got some stuff coming up. I think the first one is in April with the epic catfishing and Stan. He's doing a trivia question on testing your knowledge of the water.
okay.
That will be on Stan's channel. Definitely pay attention to this 1v1 tournament that starts the first weekend of March.
In March?
Yeah, you got a lot of good anglers out there, bank and boat.
Is it like a month-long thing or?
Yeah, because it's so many people. It usually lasts 4 weeks.
Yeah, and I guess it would have to be that many folks. Yeah, you're right.
Yep. And you figure half of the people get eliminated every week. So it's going to dwindle down to whoever wins. That's going to be good. I know I'm in it. Creole's in it. Who else is in it? We shall see at 9.
Oh, man.
That's the most interesting part. If your name gets called. Because your name is on that wheel and it's spinning and it's spinning. I know Jody's on it. Jody's on the wheel. It's going to be interesting.
I might have to jump into one of these one day.
Hey man, it's all win, lose or draw is all fun.
Oh yeah,
it's all fun.
This year, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do some of these tournaments and stuff just because I like doing them kind of things, and I ain't done it in a long time. So I figured it'd be pretty fun to get out there and. Of course, it'd be good for whoever I'm going against. They're going to win, so it'd be an easy win. But it'd be fun to fish.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, I think with if it was the last tournament I was in, well, that was the 1v1 with me and Freddie. But that was just the 1v1. It wasn't a tournament. It was the Monster Hunt. That was a good tournament. You had Daryl for the first night. You had Daryl, you had Creole, you had me, you had Haz. I hate to leave anybody out. I think Bobcat was in it that night.
Yeah. That's already some folks catching big fish.
It was an epic one day. It just so happened the bite for us was fire. It was crazy. I think Creole jumped out in the front with a 40-pound or something like that. Then Haz ended up catching a 41 or 44. That I had to just come back and take all the joy away from them and take that 52.
Oh yeah, that's right. I watched that. I'm trying to think of when that was. I remember that because he had just not too long before that he caught one in his kayak was big, and then the look on everybody's face when you caught that one.
Man, that was when I seen that fish come up the water. It kept pulling drag. I'm like, oh my goodness. Now, mind you, that spot we was in, we caught the 70. So I'm like, oh my God, what is this? What is it? Because you can feel it fighting. They came up to that water. I was like, oh, it ain't that, but it's a good one. I said that I knew that fish was going to beat everybody else's fish after I seen it. But that was a good fish. But that was a heck of a tournament. And then I think I lost. I won the first night. And then the second day, Jeremy ended up catching a 64-pound flathead. And Triple C ended up catching like I can't even remember, 92 or something like that. I can't remember the weight, so I'm lying unless I hit it exact. But it was a monster fish, put it like that. I said,
God.
losing, I had a 52, but to lose to his fish, I felt good because to lose to that size fish, I was okay with. Somebody beat me by a pound or two, then yeah, it was like,
Yeah, beating your fish by almost
The
another
Triple C,
40
he
pounds.
caught, matter of fact, Triple C was out there. It was him and his daughter, and he caught a hog. It was a heck of a fish.
Okay, yeah, I saw that fish too. I'm trying, man, that's been a minute. It's trying to remember, but yeah, because they were fishing kind of like behind were they behind a dam?
Yep,
Yeah, because they were right almost up on the wall.
yep. And he sat there, and he just was content. And I was like, I hope he moved. When I seen where he was at, I was like, oh, he gonna get one.
I think that one was in like the 70s or something like that. It was a huge fish.
I can't remember the weight, but I know it smoked the boots of mine.
See, we got time for, it looks like one more question. Murillo family is Brian, your success has brought you some trolls. Which one's your favorite?
My favorite troll, I would have to give my favorite troll to Susquehanna Stain because he don't troll me on YouTube all the time. He trolled me on YouTube all the time.
God.
And he sends me messages on Facebook. So he's my favorite troll.
That's terrible.
He sent me a link to Wish. He said that's where I got my scale from. That's what I'm sponsored by.
God.
Yeah, but I don't know. Some people just got that much love for you, I guess.
Right. Well, hopefully tonight we got a few folks that weren't subscribed to your channel to subscribe.
I appreciate it.
Y'all are in here and you're not subscribed to his channel. You need to check it out. He catches some killer fish, lots of fish. He pops in on other people's lives on the bank, in the boat. So
never know where I might be.
He's on the road to getting to 1,000, just like I'm doing. So if you're not sub, please, sub to his channel. Let's help him get to that 1K. It makes a big difference for our channels once we get there, y'all. So any help, we would appreciate it. But I'm gonna go ahead. We'll call it here. Give everybody a few minutes to get ready for Catfish Weekly. So I'll see y'all same time next Monday. Appreciate it.